Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the stream. I hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful day today, and everything is awesome and wonderful in your world. We are going to play more Foundry today. I don't know how long I'm going to play for, because Froggy! Boom! Hello, Bill. Hello, hello. I hope you're having a good day today. Oh, I don't feel fantastic, so we're going to play some Foundry. We're going to see how it goes, and if I still feel horrible in a few hours, I'm going to stop and yeah, because yeah, it's been one of those weird days. It's been one of those weird days. Yes. Demble, hello, good evening. You having a good day? Oh, what have you put on Discord? What have you done over there? Oh, it says 1 million. It says 1 million. Whoa. Now you gotta spend more. Now you gotta spend more. Yeah. Right. We need to do some science. That's what we need to do. We need to do some science. I also need to grab my coffee. It's made. It's right there. One moment. One moment, please. Maybe more coffee is what I need to fix me. Maybe. Let's go over to the game, shall we? Oh, right. So we want to build this loop and then put science in here. That's the plan. Go forwards. You are still on that track there. Fill my room. I don't need that. I really don't need that. Thank you very much, Bill. I really don't need that. Thank you for the offer, but I will respectfully decline. Right. Okay. Let's go with a roundabout. Oh, wrong button. Do that. Missing 6. What are we missing? What are we missing? Don't know what we're missing. Let's put it in there. Signals. We're missing signals. Okay. Then we connect the power up, and that should power that guy up. Yep. Awesome. Let's also take a trip over there, shall we? Oh, I should, no. That's right. It's from the Americans? I definitely don't want it then. I'm good. Very good. It's a -3. Oh. It's been quite nice here today. The sun's been out. There's been a very, very strong wind, so it's not been very hot. So it's been quite nice. But unfortunately, my housemate has been ill, and I'm feeling rough today. Hoping it's not that, but we will see. We will see. Right, load this up here. Missing 26. Not missing power poles. Just missing lines, train lines, train. Right, post that. This one to here. Go. Connect up that one. And there we go. The power runs around to all of them. All of them are powered. Awesome. Right. Now, let's figure out this site, shall we? So I need to make 2 stations. I need 4 loading stations. Never did that there. I need to have a couple of unloading stations. I actually want to have this unloading station, so I should go down here and copy this, shouldn't I? Yes, but my train can't get out of here because it's now blocked. So let's turn off autopilot. Let's go back again. Configure the autopilot. We want to go down to electronic components. Not that one. Go. There are copies. Oh, I did copy it already, didn't I? Ah, derp. I already copied it. I already made a copy of it. Missed that train, fortunately. That's good. Oh, we don't keep any momentum when we're going. Oh, how boring. Okay, so we want to. Excuse me. I want to flatten this all out here. I don't think a shot of whiskey is going to help here. We need to. I want to lower this all down. I actually want to get rid of the whole island. I don't want to do that with it. Let's just leave it for now. We'll just ignore it for now. Do that, and we will. When we get our builder ships that can build the construction ships, I can come in here with a plan and take it down like 5 levels below the sea or something, and they can just pick the whole thing up. So right, okay, let's left. Yes. down. Can't see where the thing would be. It was after this one, so it was from here, and we turned that way, didn't we? That's what we did. We left a one, so that there's the curve there. There's the curve there. There's a one tile in between it, and that's what we figured out was the best place for it to go. So then bring this down like that. That should sit there, and that will be absolutely positively wonderfully fine. But as I said, I need to a little bit here. Oh, might as well do that one as well. There you go. Okay. We need to dig a hole though for the flooring, because we want the flooring to be in there. So let's mark that for the drones. Oh, the drones are me, aren't they? Oh, actually, hold on. Remove those. Stop. Only do the smallest amount. Don't do the whole thing. No point in digging out the whole thing. We'll dig that out later. Right, I need 4 of those, which means I need 2 of those, 4 of those. Gonna need more train track, possibly. Definitely gonna need more signals. Whilst that's doing its thing there, let's some more of this. So we can't get any more. I know I can use the blueprint mod to pick them up. But I like the little drones doing their thing. They deserve to have some work too. Ow. Oop. I can go as far as I thought. Run up. Get out there. Missing one. One what? Oh, I need 2 of those. And then we want to repeat this here. I'm just gonna collect the terrain with that. I'm not waiting. Too lazy. Missing 3. 3 what? What are we missing? Oh, inserters. Wow. Well, make some just on the slide. Is there? Shadow, hello, good evening. Hope you're having a good day today. Good day today? Yeah. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, okay. There. Right. So this is going to be a rod drop off. This one is going to be a for plates, plates drop off. Okay. I'm going to go and stand on that platform because I'm closest to the thing over there. So train goes there, train goes there. Garage. You are going to be for our plate trains. You are going to be pick and rod trains. Unfortunately, don't think we need that much space. Oops. When it comes to the science. because most of the parts get made elsewhere and just brought in and turned into the packs. So this can literally have just a central place there. So that one. Gil, hello, good evening. Very, very appropriate name today. I don't feel that well. It's closer to Factorio, closer to 3D Factorio than it is to Satisfactory, but it's Factorio Satisfactory on a voxel world you can dig. So Satisfactory, Factorio, and Minecraft. Is the best way to describe it. I've only got 1,000. Yeah, I've played through both. Yep. Both of them don't. They get to a point where I just want to get done with them and finish up. Whereas Foundry, I keep coming back to and want to constantly play over and over. So this one just keeps me wanting to come back for more. Don't know what about it, what it is about it that does it, but if I connect with that would be useful for the train to come back and unload. But yeah, they keep adding more to it. Still in early access, still doing a lot of things. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy it. Thoroughly enjoy it. Right. So, was going to go for 20, wasn't we? Literally need one conveyor belt. One conveyor belt coming out of this, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to limit this down to one conveyor belt. I don't need multiple. Do the same with this one. Put down just one conveyor belt. What's the difference between the chore and the hobbing? It's actually doing all the things to improve. So, yeah, yeah. My issue, as it were, with Satisfactory is that at some point you kind of have to rebuild the base because obviously you haven't. You have to move the base or do something. You have to rebuild it, and I lose interest at that point to rebuild the base. But Foundry, I can rebuild the base 3 or 4 times. I can take things down and move things and do so, and I don't get bored of it, which is weird. What I do with Satisfactory, and that's me. That's just me. It's not on that. I just don't get on with those. That sort of thing just doesn't seem to fit for me. So, right. So I want to be making a building box. The first thing I want to do is I want to put in a storage like this, grab an assembler, put it there. I've got power here right now. Let's fix the power problem. Always a power problem. Where can I fix the power problem though? I don't really have any way to get the power down here. Coming from the side? Yeah, I don't know what it was. I like Satisfactory as a game. I have enjoyed playing it, and I'm glad I've forced myself to go through and actually finish the game. But towards the end of it, I gave up on making the factory, gave up on building the factory to do all the things, and it was just do the one thing, get that done, and then do the next thing and get that done, and then manually just feed stuff in to the. I didn't end up building an actual factory towards the end of the game. It was just doing the bare minimum to get through. But I've seen some people play the game, bits particularly, bits and total eclipse. I've seen them play the game and build phenomenal factories. We raided a few people who have been playing Satisfactory and have done absolutely stunning builds. I want to go over to here. So I might make it to here. Obvious, but it's does it tell you when you mouse over it? When you mouse over it, it tells you how many rings you got. Is the number not going up? You want to be making those. We may at some point increase you to a better guy from using too many flooring, but for now we shall leave you on a standard assembler. So you want to have an excuse me, an output there, an input there. Plus 10 to okay, yeah. You have to mouse over it, wait for a little bit, mouse away, then mouse back over it again, and it will tell you. I do believe you can get more than 1 million, because I'm sure I've seen people mention they've got ridiculous amounts of them. Right, so that does that. So then this also wants to output onto a box over here. So what I actually want to do is change this up right here, right now. So let's output here. Oh. Do I want to fill the box first, or do I want to do the science first? I think I want to do science first. That means I need to move this box to after we've done the science, don't we? Yeah. Which means you don't actually want to be here, you want to be further back. But that's okay. Let's get another assembler in. So you are going to do science. We want to have 10 of these, don't we? Yeah. 10 of these. We need 2 making conveyor belts, 1 making building blocks, 4 making machine parts. So you, my friend, want to actually move to there. Okay, I'm gonna leave a 2 gap in between. Get rid of that one. You want to be making machine parts, and we want 4 of you. 2, 3, 4. I need some more assemblers. Let's put the machine parts on this one. Oh, I need more of those as well. It was a trip, yeah, because I'm sure there was somebody, is it UXC, who has a redeem for 5 million points where you can just end one of his streams. You can just instant end one of the streams. So he could literally start a stream, set a low, someone redeems it, and he goes, "That's it, done," and we end the stream. He doesn't come back for a day. It's like 5 million points. So you're actually wrong. I think it was QXE had that. I'm not sure. Someone like that, you know, one of the streamers that are in a league well beyond what I'll ever be in. That's okay. To each their own. Right. So that goes down like that. This is where I need a 3rd lane unloader as well. Although, no, I don't, because technically you could come out and become a 3rd lane without this. So let's remove this conveyor belt here. Let's have you come out and then go down like this. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, if I made it 1 million points to end a stream instantly, it's taken you, what, how long have I been streaming for? You've been around for, what, 4 years now? 3 years, 4 years? Something like that. 1 stream into the ends every 3 years. Yeah. You're going to make conveyor belts. We need 2 of you. Yeah. Well, we need 1.5, so we're going to go with 2. Or I need a Mark II for this, don't I? Yeah. Let's make it a Mark II. Because the balance, the thing works. We can make a Mark II science pack. That's right. Guy. Don't think I need any more Techem. Yes, we do. The Mark I science packs themselves require Techem. Like today, you mean? No, it's fine. It's fine. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's not going to work. Yeah, that's better. So you input there. We're going to make conveyor belts. You will output onto that one. Right. So, oh, wrong button. So now we need 10 assemblers making the Mark I science, which is those, and 10 assemblers making the Mark II science, which is these 2 belts here. So, I'm going to remove all those. So there's our little factory. When you do any other bits and pieces, we'll do that there. And the science is going here. Okay. So, oh, I don't have enough do that. So I want to have 2 there. That's plenty of space. So you're going to do Mark 1 science packs. 2, 3, 4. 4. 10. I don't have the resources for it. I'm not stood inside a thing. I stand on this block. I should be in range of this. I am in range of the tower. Cool, cool. So we don't need any more metal plates for the moment. Mark 2 science packs don't need metal plates. Nope, so that's as far as the metal plates need to come and stop. Four, 5, 6, 7, well, 7, 8. I need 2 more. I can get 2 more. Cool. Oh, jeez. Running out of all the things. We need to get our little factory running as well. That would be useful. Manage. Would you take those? Thank you very much. Oh, actually, I should have moved these down. I might move these down. Hold on. Because all the other ones are going to have inputs that just go straight into making the stuff. This is the only one that needs a little bit of a factory behind it. All the other ones will be imported. But these need 20 and they need 10. So I need to start from that one there and count out 20 of them. So, well, 10, that's 30. We need to go 30. So 30 is there. Which means I need to get rid of the starting 2 here. Like that. So when I put the other ones in, I start it lined up with that, and they go 20. The ends of them will be the same ends as this one. Excuse me. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the next group I could do 10, and then the ones after that need 20. Start back there, do 20, and they come out, and then the servers can be down here. And then we'll output you on this side here, because these are going to come out along and go down here with a gap in between. So you go down there. Right. So you need inputs as well. Oops. No. I should do it like this. It makes life easier for my brain. Let's do it like that instead. And then we want to have outputs. Yeah. Now, the thing I didn't actually check, if I go down to yellow belts, nope, nothing exceeds a yellow belt. So we can build this with yellow belts and it will still work absolutely fine. So excuse me, let's leave a gap and do that. You can do the same and go down there. I need 10 more of these. 5. Need machine parts. That's okay, we've got some here. Yoink. One more. I need Xeno Power plates. Why am I not getting Xeno Power plates in? We have them in the system. It's just taking forever. We are getting them, we're just taking a very, very long time. Because our delivery system is very, very slow. I appear to have also made one too many loading stations. But that's okay. Oh, hang on. Let's just yank the plates from there. There we go. Awesome. Right, so we'll grab this. We'll put this lined up with that one there. Change its recipe to be the Mark II science pack. Let's have input. Oh. Input, input, and then on this side we'll have output. I don't need a double, I'll do a single output. What I'll do is put in a box here. Put in a balancer. Tell the balancer to feed that line first. Run that along to there. And then have an input there. Output. Input. You can have 100 science. You can have 16 science. However, I need to get loads more of these guys, don't I? Yeah. So that I can use this here. Oh, wrong button. That one. Copy. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oop. Paste. And then the servers will want to go here. This last part here, we want to have 15 servers, wasn't it? Yeah, 15 maxed out of there. Have one on me. I need to. Okay. I need to. There's 5 science packs. There's 2 there. Third one's going to go here. But it requires like 3 sessions, so there might be a gap to like here somewhere. Ooh. Or it. So I want to put the servers in like starting here and going along that way. And then science pack 4 and 5, which go over here, which require Like one might, I think 4 and 5 both require 4 stations each. Might go down that end, and then they'll loop and come back this way. So if I was to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You go 3, that would make the next one 2. Which requires 3 stations. Doesn't really matter where I put the stations, to be honest with you. I just think I'd leave a gap between those and this one. Put the 3 stations and line it up like the 3rd station. These two have 2 chain stations between them, but the 3rd one requires advanced parts, concrete, and thermalite bars, which are not. The thermalite bars have to be landed. They have to come in and be landed. So they're actually going to like land here, thermalite bars, and then be shipped over. So it wants two stations. Let me. I can't. I want to load a station left. We'll put it. There. So if I then go 1, 2 like that, I need one thing to offload from you. You can actually just go next to these ones. That'd be fine. That'd be fine. We'll put it right next to these ones. Okay. So I need 20 of these guys. Be 3 lines to come down here, 2 from the station, 1 from the thermalite drop off, which I think I'm going to park over there. We'll just have the ship come down and land over there, output up and then along and back down again. That one's the easiest to do. We're actually going to start them up here, aren't we? There. There must be 20 of them going down, which then means I need to add another row of flooring here. Okay, which means the servers, which are 4 wide, would have to come out by at least 2. They sit there. No, put it there. And then we'll have input. Can I dump anything in there? There we go. So we have an input, and then a Mark III input, and then the other side will have an input and an input. Well, so input. the belts that will be made in the other ones, which will go out, along and back in. Or maybe if they're over here, I'm not sure how big this is going to be, but they'll be jump over this and go around, or whatever way it goes. This is fine. So this is 1, 2 and 3. Mark IV science, we don't actually have access to that yet. Mark IV science requires circuit boards, so that only requires 3 trains to drop off, so that could be pretty close as well. Bit of a gap between them. And then I think Mark V science is the one that needs 3 as well. Okay, so that's not so bad. So 3 more stations. So there's 2 stations there for this one. And we go 1, 2, 3. So there'll be a bit of a gap to here. Then 1, 2, 3, a bit of a gap to there. That's weird. I needed 11 stations, and now I suddenly don't need 11 stations. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need to examine something. Did we not figure out that we could only put 10 stations in between the 2 gaps? Is that not what we figured out? There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, we can only put 10 in because obviously the load. So yeah, so that's where all the stations will be. So you sit here and you're off those 2 stations. So the next one will sit that one, so that it will sit off this one, and the last one will sit off that one, so they'll go down and they'll probably go to the end, jump over and come back in, or we'll move the servers to be on the end there, so these all feed a belt that goes along and comes back up, and the servers sit that way. Don't know. But now we've got to leave it like this. This is fine. I'm being kidnapped. Well, train napped, I suppose. It just discards me, throws me in the water, cast away. No respect. No respect. Let's build a shipping pad. Let's put the shipping pad. We'll put it like there. I think that'll be fine. Okay, let me configure this to transport from the factory to the space station. Transport bots. Confirm. Bing, there you go.
We did it. That was quite a lot, right? But it'll be worth it. Just one more step to make some cash. We can convert an old hangar to a sales platform from which passing traders and customers will be able to buy our products. Once built, we need to enable sales through the station command menu, and then we wait. You'll be notified about sales every hour.
Yeah, we should have done that like ages ago, but that's not the point. We're now going to reset this and configure this. Transport from the space station to the factory. Thermite bars. Confirm. The ship should come down. Hurrah! Then we have puts, which will go annoyingly. There. And then, oh, needs to go down again. Oh, no, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Actually, it might do. Well, if I did this. Oh no. Ah. Almost going to work. So you're going to do input, input, and there will be a third input there. Input, input, and a third input there, which we don't have yet. And then you will output an output like that. Okay. And copy you like this. Oops. Pop, pop. And we want to repeat it 10 times. Now we're missing 15, which I think is the these guys. So none of this will work because we don't actually have the my brain has stopped working. We don't have the third line loader to load these, so we're going to have to manually produce things. I mean, I could just load the stuff from here directly into it. That wouldn't be a problem at all. What are you configured to do? You send 100 items and you will only ever come down when there's 100 items. So we're going to rely on the belt length for this to work. I think that's going to be fine though, because we only need 0.13 of a belt, even for all 20 of them. So I think we'll be fine with that. Oh. Two, three, four, five, six. Could also increase these with robots as well, which I might do. Might come and throw some bots in here at some point and increase the amount of chance we get for free. Just add a couple more servers. Could do this with Mark 2 as well. I could move this belt to actually be on that side. I just realised. If we did that. In place. Doop, doop, doop. Paste. Oh, you're all the wrong thing. Copy. Feel beautifully there. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, I didn't mean to set up all the flooring, but that's okay. Need a third one for the green science, but that's okay. We can always pick the green science up and nearly feed it into these guys. Until we get the third lane loader, which is fine. Right, okay. Let's do this up here then. Load a train there. Missing 7. 7 what? Missing 156. Flooring? Missing 7. Which would be 2 of those, 4 of those, actually 3 of those. We have one already. 2 boxes. If we get closer. Still want to stay in range of the tower. So, yeah, okay. Bum. Well, need to make 10 more parts. Okay, let's connect the rails up. I'm also waiting for that to do its thing. I didn't realise just how many electronic components a train station requires. Bump, bump. Okay, ow. I'm going to need more coffee in a moment. Oh. Right. And then these two want to be, again, single outputs. We're not fussed about being triple outputs here. You want to go down and along. Are there any tracks under the... No. Cool. Right, let's do that then. So you want to go down, along to the train track, and along this way. I don't know how far I want to go. You want to come down along. If we did that. Two gap. That'll work. What are you? That's those ones. What am I doing? I'm trying to build science. You're going the wrong way. No. Oh, I hope you're having something nice. There's something yummy. Okay, that's for this. So, advanced machine part and concrete. So, advanced machine parts drop off. Advanced machinery. Ah. They're called machinery parts, not just machine parts. Oh, I've been naming that wrong. This is wrong. It's machinery parts. I'm gonna not bother with that. I'm just gonna call it advanced machine parts. Yep. And this is going to be concrete drop off. Okay. I need 2 more trains. 2 more locomotives. Then do this. So machine parts I can make myself. So that's fine. Concrete, not so much. Concrete's a whole nother kettle of fish. Oh. Well, the good news is we can mine the mineral rock there. So we can have a train like come off of here, pick the mineral up, go back on. So we can use the other half of this as a temporary pickup for the mineral rock. We then need to deliver the mineral rock to somewhere to make the concrete. Now this is as far out as I can zoom out on the map. So we're going to be able to get... One, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 3, maybe 6 by 3. 6 by 3 on a single map, which is a thing. I didn't put in the thing for electronic components. Let's do that. Create waypoint. I'm going to assume that's a 6 and that's a 2. This should be 1, 2, 8. Components. This one is going to be science, just literally called science. It's a 2, and that's 1 to 8. Science. Pink. Every grid gets a name. This is going to be our factory down here. The factory one might get a special colour. So I can differentiate it between the others as I'm looking around. I'll be like, the pink one. The pink one's where we need to go to pick up stuff for our... That's our factory. Right. So, we have made the trains. That's what I want. Awesome. It's a garage. I'm on a train. 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 Carriage. Carriage. Wagon. Another carriage. And then you want to be advanced machine parts drop-off. I really want to go around and rename them to machinery parts now. There's only one station I think that's picking it up, but I don't think there's any. I don't think we have a train picking it up at the moment, do we? I don't think so. I don't think anything's using any resources at the moment. So now would be the time to rename it. Yep, now would be the time to rename it. Machinery. Yep. Okay, right. So configure. Add stop. Advanced machinery parts pick up. Doesn't exist. Add stop. Advanced machinery parts drop off. Ah, right. So that's a problem. I can't tell which is the drop off, which is the pickup. So I'm going to have to change this to just be ADV. And then change this one. And then if I configure, and oh, I deleted it, didn't I? I didn't save anything. Dole, add stop, advanced part, like this one, electronic components. I can just about see the pick, so I know that's a pickup. But there's a few that's we might have to name slightly differently. Like electronic components could be called electronic parts because it is. The sign on the front, so the train saying the train names. If you could name the trains, or if they was on like a train schedule, yeah, that would be cool. Save as current new one. ADV machinery. Trains. Tick. Doing nothing because no valid path to machinery part pickups because that doesn't exist. Okay. Stop. And stop. Wait until full, wait until empty, 300 seconds, apply, save as concrete. Trains. Think, but you're going to do nothing either because you have no concrete. So we have two things we need to create before we can do anything here. I might also rename electronic components to electronic parts, which I know isn't technically correct, but would fit into the size of the window. We'll leave it for the moment, it's fine. Okay, so our first little rabbit hole we have to go down to, we need to make advanced parts and concrete. I'm going to make the concrete first because I can make advanced machine parts on me. So if I was to, for instance, come here, yoink those, you'd let me make 200 advanced machine parts. If I could yoink another 200 of them, although no, I'm not doing that. For some reason this last one isn't emptying down. Need 100 machine parts. 4, 8, 12. What? 4, 8, 12. So I need 4. Yeah, 4, 8, 12, 16. Yeah, and that's only using 100. Fail. 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 And even you are using 30 of them. That's 130, and we've got 4, 8, 12, 16. So we don't need one of these. So that's why one of them keeps filling. That's fine. You get used like 10%. Well, that doesn't add up. We need 100. We're not making 100. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Herpaderpader. Right. But I can make those machine parts. Let me get away from a radar tower. Nope. Can't really do anything here. Put that in there for a moment. That will let me make 100 because it's 2 machine parts. So I need another 100 machine parts to then use up all my steel. That's what I wanted. So yoink that. Yoink those. Yours in there. So actually, you know what? Put the 71 back in there. Make me 100 machine parts. Grab this again. The 100 machine parts can go into the advanced machine parts can go into this one. I need 75 science packs. And you want 2 to make 1, so I need to put 150 advanced machine parts in there. And then I can make it, get the third line loader, and then with the third line loader we can load the science up with that. Oh. Got to stop standing on the tracks. Got to stop standing on the tracks. Not good for you. You get kidnapped or train napped. I'm going to come down here and I want to you know, you can do that. You can do that whole thing. You can do that whole thing. That is fine. That is fine. We'll pick it up off the line, put it in there. That's fine. Although what I might do is just turn off the output for this first machine and manually fill this first machine full of stuff. Do 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 bink. 200. and you need 150. So you're ready to go. Okay, awesome. We just need to go make concrete. This way, I suppose, isn't it? We should probably expand out this way. Put that in. That's going to be our building. All these little things down here, making these things. Like we've got building blocks done, but I want a conveyor belt factory. Making 3 conveyor belts. We want the loaders being made. We want stuff like rails, rail signals, train stations, trains, all that sort of stuff being made, so that we can just call upon it whenever we want to. So, okay, let us return. Ba, 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 ba. Configure schedule. Let's go back to the smeltery. Go. Go, 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 go. Whilst it's going, I'm going to go make coffee. And I am back just in time for the train to drive straight past the station and go away. No! Bad train. Oh well. Right, so we want to go out here, don't we? So I want to grab some more... excuse me. Wow. Come on, coffee powers, activate. I want to grab some more rails, which is good. We got loads of rails, excellent. I want to grab some more train signals. I absolutely want more of those. And in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel that, because in here I think I can steal some electronic components from somebody. Which here, yoink, yoink, nice. Means when I make those, I can make even more of them much more quickly. Power flooring there. Let's yoink the power flooring. Not put in that one for the moment. We always get loads of power flooring in. Oh, we need power flooring, don't we? Oh no, not all of it. 5,000 power flooring. You're no longer required. Boing. Bonk. Boing. I think that should just about do it. Sploosh. There's a power line not connected over there. I predict in the future I'm going to build a segment out somewhere and then be like, why is there no power? What's happened to the power? What have I done wrong with the power? And it's just going to be that I missed the connection like this. None of that. And I'd be like, oh no. Could you if I ever write this with the tighter power poles, would it do that? Would it No, it doesn't overwrite the power lines. That's a shame. I would like for it to have overwritten the power lines so that we can make them all. I'm being kidnapped again. Bye. Yeah, dang it. Yeah, solution. Right, we'll go over this side of the track. We won't get train out over here. Much safer. Much safer. Okay, so I don't want you. I want want to stop yawning. Connection, that's what we want. Connection. Boop, 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 boop. And bloop. A paste. Ding, ding. Down we go. And here we want to remember how to get into drone mode. We want to load the roundabout. Plonk. Plop, plop. Missing one watt. Power line. Power pole, I should say. We're going to run out of power line as well at some point, so we probably want to make a few of those again. Okay, round we go. Just brought my train with me. That would have made life a lot quicker. Load. Connection full. I think we will. I will on this occasion. I'm going to put in the. Not necessarily all the center things. I'm going to go to the center, put in the like the center, the very center of the oh, excuse me, the concrete, the foundation. Put the very center of the foundation in, and then try and copy the whole grid whilst we stood in the center, see whether it copies. If it does, then we can do that in the future. Go there and just line it up, move to the center, paste it whilst we're in the center, because otherwise it doesn't work with the extended range. But we'll give that a try now, because this is going to be a nice clean one where I can copy the whole thing and it won't get any extra added to it. So paste, connect you to there, like that. Okay, let's go into the center. Speaking of center, and let's do ourselves a ping. Ping. Down there. No new resources. I don't know what these are. I'm hoping most of these are Olimite, but some of these are a bit close together for Olimite. I'm thinking maybe they're underground resources. Load. Roundabout. Bink. Missing one what? I don't know what. Oh, the Xeno towers. Oh no. Oh no, I don't actually have enough resources for those. Okay, that's okay though. That's okay. We're only missing the one. That's easy enough to do. Missing 9. I'm going to go with power poles again. Yep. Oh, got more Xeno ferrite there. Nice. There's one there as well we could mine. So we've got a couple of Xeno ferrite options to come in if we start running out of the stuff, which we're not doing yet. But once I get the robots up and running, we may start running out of them. Paste. Connect you to there. Run down there. I have a drink in my nut coffee. I didn't make coffee. Maybe if I don't have another cup of coffee after midnight, I might get some decent sleep, and then tomorrow's stream I won't be tired for. Probably it will have the opposite effect. And it'll be, oh no, you didn't have the coffee, therefore you're going to be extra tired. So I'll go back here and pick up the crystals to try and get more Xeno towers. Might have to go and collect some more crystals and things to get more Xeno towers at some point soon. Let's use them all up. How many have I got here? Let's make 2 more boxes. Oh, wait, 10 more towers. Let's do that, yeah. Okay, put those away. Let's double check this is actually using the conveyor belts first. It is, these are moving, this one is not. Excellent. You should be the same. If we're here, we should see this conveyor belt moving, and these ones, they're moving a little bit. Probably because you can't actually input fast enough for the outputs. Because I bet all 4 of them get used at once. Yeah. Yeah, so you can't actually input fast enough. That's okay. That's okay. Right. Okay, so let's go down here and put our tower in. And then I suppose this is going to become our oh. Ow, I should keep my desk. Oh, what did I do that for? That was really stupid. That hurt. Ow. This is going to become concrete here. Yeah. Could I? Oh, no, not really. So I could have commandeered my train and do something with it, but can't. Not really. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Yeah, the jetpack would definitely move things along faster. Getting some actual science going would be nice to start getting us going to the Mark 3 science. Although I don't want to do any Mark 3 stuff till we're done with the Mark 2 stuff, with the exception of the 3rd lane loader, because we need that for some of the builds that I have designed. I need to be able to transform into a plane. Transform into a boat, a submarine. Boing. I can't remember what direction I had to face in. It doesn't matter. It's not important. Yeah, really not important the direction you face. Okay. Pink, nice. Right. So, concrete in here. What does concrete require? Let's figure out the concrete, shall we? So, what the factory was doing at the moment. Oh, factory was doing concrete. We figured this one out. Okay. We need 2 stations. That's a lot of crushers. That's a lot of crushers. We might have to break this up into two parts, because I need 50 and 34. But it's not, because these will get bonuses, so we need to figure that out there. But if we were to look at 50 and 34, so 50 plus 34 is 84, times 2, that's 168. It's 168 tiles just for the crushers. We have, after we put the train tracks in, 160 tiles exactly between the two lines. So we're going to have to break that up into 2, which makes it 84 tiles. But then we have the casting machines, 62 of them. And I also want to have this, which does a weird thing when you switch over to that. We need half a pipe worth to run the 62. So we're going to want this, but this is going to want to be like tacked on to the end, and it processes and it imports into the belts first before the crushers do their thing. So these crushers here will do their thing and put the cement onto the lines, but before any crushers can crush the mineral rocks to make the cement, we would have the chemical processors producing the things, and then that would go out onto the lines instead. So if we need to recycle any blast furnace slag, we can recycle it first and get rid of it. That's easy enough to do. I just need to leave a little bit of space on the line at the beginning of the thing. So yeah. However, this is big. Can't envision how I want to do this. But let's not bother trying to envision it. Let's just make it and see what happens. So, put in our bulb, which comes off of that one there. I think. Ah. Keep pressing Shift and Tab to bring up the Steam overlay. Run that along there. Should be 2. Put me another platform. I know we're out of focus here. Okay, you go there. This, set the name to underscore concrete. Okay. There's my train. There. Would you come to concrete, please? Go. Go. Now the thing is, this is going to drop off mineral rock and xenoferro ore rubble, and we don't even need a full line's worth. So I can happily just have 2 stations in the centre, dropping these off, and then have the belts split out to wherever I want to have them go to. So I need to find the centre of this. which fortunately is easy because it's marked with a double there. A double this one here is marked. The power line runs down one side and then flips over and then runs down the other side to with this one, so that all the grid connect to each other. So at the middle mark, we always know that's there. So I just have to kind of point myself north, according to the compass, step around, go here, and then look at where the train track splits in two. So I'm going to go with those two. So this is the halfway mark. But if I was to put in something like that, look at the map. Yep, halfway mark. Excellent. Okay. And then we'll run that out by that many. I think that's right. Because the tracks will, yes, that's right. Okay. So, remove all of those. Ready? And that's a platform starting on the halfway mark. I should really only go up by 32 at a time, so then I know exactly what size I'm building. Oh no, that would make life so much simpler for me for putting stuff into the correct sizes. But oh well, doesn't matter. So what I want to do is be a bit weird and have a train unload on the left and a train unload on the right, just to keep the belt tool in the center. That would be weird to do, but I might do it. So, station unload left. You would go. Well, let me extend that along here. I could put you there. Not sure exactly where you want to sit. I think you have to come forward one more. More than that, there. Okay, so we paste you in there. Obviously we're missing some bits and pieces, that's fine. We're missing two of those. Two stations, and then the loading ones, which I can't do because I'm nowhere near a Xeno Tower. Go over to our station, which should be in range of the tower, I believe. Yep. So we'll stand here. Let's use the drone to go over. And we're a bit far away. That's not too bad. Okay, and then we want to load the right unloader. Put that there. Oh, the right unloader's incorrect, isn't it? Yes, it is. Was a good guess, but wasn't quite right. So what I want to do is copy this guy. I'm sure I said copy and paste, but that's okay. Bink. And flip it. And do that. If I paste that there, and then I grab the station should still be able to sit here, which it can. Oh, I ran out of loaders, didn't I? Yeah. For those, maybe some loaders. I'm going to resave the yeah. So load the left side one. Put that. So it covers one there. Okay, so yeah, so I'll copy this one and it'll be the same size as that one. Yeah. However, it's not going to work because the actual unload points on this one are in different locations, aren't they? I can't quite copy it exactly because right, I need to get it down there. I need to get closer. I need to get closer, but I also want to stay in range of the tower. How do I do both of those things? 40, I'm in range of the tower. Okay. That's better. Now I can see what I'm doing here. So what I need to do is basically remove from there, because this is going to be a 4 box, and then these will move forward by 2, so 1, 2 there, which means I actually need that one to remain intact. Okay. Because the loaders, oh no, the loaders will go there. Okay. So if I was to copy and place, select everything, and then move it down so it lines up with the inputs. We can't do that because then the balancer ends up in the chest. Stomach into it's okay. Not my stomach, but okay. So my options here are to move the box forward some more so we can put the balancer in, or to do something else with the balancer. I think the easier one is definitely just move the box. We've got plenty of space for it. If we pasted that in there, could come back a few. Well, it can sit there. That's the closest it can sit. This will still work. You'd have to have at least one output there, which would put you this. And then technically the box would just be moved forward a bit more. There we go. Yeah, the box has just moved forward a little bit more. Right, okay. Now I come in here. We copy this and we go out by one there. We can just go out by one more here. an output one there. We go confirm copy, and it extends to that size there. And then we save this, get existing as unloader right. Save. Bink. There you go. So that is as the train pulls in. So the train pulls in and it unloads on the left, or the train pulls in and it unloads on the right. Excellent. There we go. Nice. Now I have absolutely no clue it's going to cook back in the fridge. Look, why? Why don't you leave it out? Put it outside. Save yourself some electricity. So you guys will come into here. And it's with hedgehog paste. Hedgehog paste? What? Hedgehog paste? What the hell's that? Is that like Gorilla Glue? Your room's up to 18, the rest of the house is around 6. I don't even know what the temperature is in here. Hot. Hot. It's 1 AM, it's warm. There was a lovely, lovely wind blowing earlier today, and it's just died. It's just died down, so now there's no air. Although, I don't even know whether the window's still open. The curtain is moving ever so slightly, so I think the window is open. The door's not open, which I normally do have open. So that's probably why I'm sweating out. But then I do feel ill, so heating myself up is probably a good idea. Alright, so I want to put in 50 crushers. That take both of these and output and things. But what I need to do is I need to put these two together down the center and put 25 crushers that side and 25 crushers that side. That outputs the cement. And then I need to have another 34 crushers that just run on a mineral rock line, which will be the same mineral rock line because we don't need to worry about that. Can I build... trying to think how I can build this in a way where it can be repeatable. The problem being that the space required for these and these and those, I haven't even got. Build me a casting machine, would you? Processing casting machine. Build me a casting machine. And it tells me how big they are anyway, doesn't it? They're 6 by 7 by 3, so they're 3 wide, and we need 62 of them, right? Yes, 62 times 3 is obviously 186. That's too big, so we have to split that in 2, which is 93. But then we're going to add that onto the other machine. This is going to be a build. This is going to be an interesting build. I'm not sure how I'm going to achieve it. We're going to have to put in some pseudo things. Right. So what if we brought these 2 lines in here, merge them, well, not merge them together, but put them next to each other, ran down the center, and then we can take like the other 2 lines that you can go down, you can go underneath this that way, and then so we'd have oh god, I don't know how I'd. I don't think the trains in the centre is a good idea. The train should be down the end, feeding along. We have much more width than we do length. Put the trains down here, let them come down. We could feed it along this way, and have groups of them to loop. At the end, goes back along that way through the casting machines, and then back along and down to a station here. That's going to be the better way to do this. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, so we're not going to do it from the center. Let me put in the signals. So we want to have pain signals there and there. Have clock signals there and there. Then I want to select an area which is going to be this. Confirm, copy and place. Pick up everything. Move it down there. So I've got one down here to have a look, see what it's doing. Move it out by 1, so there's a 1 gap there. Paste it all here. Soup. That's fine. That's fine. And then I want to add a chain signal there. Yep. Right. Cool. So we come off here. Let's extend out along here to back there. What I think I want to do is run this along like this. But I'll run the other one up at once, so it runs along higher and then it turns in and goes to where it wants to go to. So let's be utterly lazy. Firm copy. No train track. Oof. Ah, no. No. Boo. Boo, I tell you. Boo, I tell you. That's better. Okay. Paste. Paste. But then this one wants to go up by one more. Okay. So, I mean, I do have the length now, so we can maybe do this. What if we had right, which way do I want to do this? Which way do I want to do this? So we've got the mineral rock and the cement here. Okay. Mineral rock and the ore rubble. So put that on cement. So that would be this one here. And then you would the mineral rock and that would go. So you would go down there and then you would come along, drop down and go down next to it. And then you can feed. I want to say like well, actually you can only feed one because it would be one conveyor belt. And technically you can feed two conveyor belts because of the speed we're doing things at. But you can't because obviously that's. Can I bring this down? Calculated crusher speed. Have I? What's right? What's the What's the crusher speed? That's the. Is it the minor robot? Crushers minus. That's speed. I don't want that. Where's the combat bot? That's the combat bot. Crushers. Efficiency 5%. So that's 15. So 20% efficiency. And on the assemblers, we get 25% efficiency, don't we? That's what we have. That's wrong. That's wrong because we want 25% efficiency. So 1280 divided by That's right for that, but we want another one here, which is 1024 plus 25% is 1028. So, oh no, sorry, copy, paste, new plan. Right about that. Okay, so they're the two sums I need to remember. So, concrete, we're at 20. Casting machines. Who affects casting machines? Is it the personal assistant robot? Assemblers, casting machines. Your speed, anyway. Not right. Where's the other robot? Where is it? Operator. This one. Assemblers, miners, pump jacks, and smelters. You don't do casting machines. So who does casting machines? Hazard robot? Machine efficiency for chemical buildings. Is a caster machine considered a chemical building? How do I find that out? What category? Or is that only for the like distillery and stuff? I don't know. That's annoying. There's nothing on the tooltip to tell me what type of machine it is. Is there anything in here that mentions... This is 3 items from time machines like assemblers, cement every... depending on 50% craft machine. Machines like miners, it would deplete the vein slower. Okay, that's fine. Galactic cells, that's fine. Resource spawner, that's fine. Buildings and machines. That doesn't... Okay, so I don't know whether the casting machine is considered a chemical building. I mean, it only takes water in for what we're doing here. It's taking water in, that's it. Or if it's an assembler, I don't know. And I don't know how to find out. I don't see any way to finding out. Let's put it down. It's got no power, so we can't interact with it in any way, shape, or form anyway. Because that changes things. If it's a chemical building, we're going to get 25% bonus because the guys had 6%, which is 6, 12, 18 plus 33.33% becomes 25. If it's 5%, you only get 20% bonus. These are crushers. Okay, so we know what they are. And that's the combat robot assembly. You do a crushers, your efficiency. So the crushers are 20%. Okay, so we can figure that one out. So if these are 20%, in order to get, is it 992 I even want? No, it's not. I'm going to assume that I'm going to go with 1024. Okay, that's 64 crushers. 64 chemical buildings, sorry. So we need 1024 here. So 1024 divided by 1.2. That's right, 1024 times 1.2. Wrong button. So I need this to come down to 853. But can I add that as an output? Gravel. And can we add cement as an output? Ink. There you go. So this needs to come down to 853. Which is 20 crushers. No, it's 583. 853. 853. Fat finger syndromes. 29 crushers, of course it would be. Right, okay. And then we're going to go back to 1024 on that. And then we want 512 cement. Let me leave that calculator up and open another calculator. So 512 times 1.2 divided by 1.2 is 426. And this wants to be 853. Oh, we still use over half a belt. Oh, that sucks. I was hoping I could get it down to half a belt so that we could run 2 lots on a single line. I'm also going to need something at the end of the factory before it goes on to the chemical plants in order to deal with extra cement that's going to come in. Which we can do. We can figure that out later. The extra cement coming in, that's not a problem. So these are numbers I need to do, and that goes to 64 casting machines. What if... So we had was it 972? No. 980? 982. 986. 990? What was 996? Nope. 992 is 62. Okay. I may have calculated this already. So that's 992. So if we do 992 divided by 1.2, we come down to 826. And then if we go 496 divided by 1.2, we come down to 413. So if we do 826 and then 413, that's still over half a belt. I'd like to be able to put the it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Not going to work the way I want it to work. So let's just go with these numbers here. So 24 we get 853 And then this is 512. Comes 426. It's technically 427 because it's more. And this is 854 because you have to round up to the nearest one, but we're going to have to round up anyway. The annoying thing is that this becomes 43 crushers and then 29 crushers. So we're going to get a little bit of excess, but it's not divisible by 5, so we end up not having the correct amount for doing robots on them. How much is that? So it's going to be 43 plus 29. There's 52 of these guys. Okay. So, I'm going to go that way, 52. I'm thinking, I don't have any crushers on me. Let's get a couple. I'm not going to mix and match them, so yeah, I needed to. I really need to. Stop. So, if we was to come in here and turn this way and go, that's the closest we can go. There. That works out here. There. The crushers would sit here. They'd be doing cement. They unload the cement onto the outside line. Gonna put them back by 1 more. I'm gonna go back by 2 more. Slope. Yeah. Doesn't really matter which one I pick. I think you would have an input there. Oh no, I can't. There's no third unload. There's not a third block of the machine for me to unload. I've got to unload it from the other side. Oh, that sucks. We're going to unload you there, which means if I put one there as well, and I did that onto a central bar, because this is doing the concrete, and the concrete's only 0.33, so it could double up onto a single belt, which is fine, because I'm going to put it into a box. The cement's going to go into a box that's going to be controlled by logic. When the box gets a certain amount full, it will stop this line, but it will always accept stuff from the other line, which will be down there, which is the slag output. The slag output will be turned back into cement. The cement goes into the box. The box will turn this one off once it's, I don't know, half full or whatever. It'll turn off. And then if the box ends up becoming 100% full, we will then ship the rest off to the station to sell it. And that will be the only item we sell in the game, which will be the cement, the excess cement. We have to do something with it. So here we have 1, 2, and 3. And that would mean you would want to go to here, which is the first one. You will go to there, which is the second one, and that's the offload going up. It's not the offload because we can't do an offload because we can't do a third lane. There must be a lane in the center. That's okay. That's okay. When we get down the other end, and then we have to do this, the gravel, So we'll do this, and then the cement will be unloaded to the centre. We can then stop the Xeno ferret line, which is the closest one. That can stop, and then instead they can pick up from the outside line, which is the mineral rock, and unload to the central line, or the closest line, which will become gravel, and the gravel will go to the end. So we'll have gravel, cement, gravel, and then that will turn the corner, go down that way, turn around 180, come back this way, and then down that end of the factory. This would be crusher, 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 crusher all day long. Come down, come back this way, all the chemical processes in there, come at the end, come back this way, boom, come to this way, come train, pick up. So this whole factory is only going to do one train unloading. One train. It's going to only be able to load one train. But how much concrete do we need? I'll compress this up as much as I can, because we might be able to get another load in and put like another 2 stations here, and then have those belts go under and over and do the same thing like they'll do, and then we'll have a second row of it doing things, because this is not all that big here. So if I get another 2 crushers there. Oh, we don't have enough loaders. We need to get the loader factory running, doing its thing. Input, input. That's copy pasteable, and then we want another load of it over here as well. That's nothing. That's even if we do add a double gap in between them, because we could. That similarly goes to there. We're not even halfway along our factory. The chemical processes are kind of annoying though, because they're 7 wide. There's 7 wide, so if we have a belt come down the centre with the cement and the gravel on it, they're 7 wide. Which means they take up 7, 14, and we're going to need 4 lines of them, because we need 64 of them. So we need 64, 64, 64, 64, which is going to take up a lot of space. We might not have enough to do that, but that's okay. If we need more concrete, we'll just copy this cell and do another cell. I still didn't copy the outside of this when I said I was going to. I forgot. Oh well. Right. So this wants to be. Oh, that's fine. This one's through. Why does that say 47 now for 400? What? What? Okay, so that's. Oh, I've 43. Plus 29 is 72 in length. Only 43 of these guys. Ooh, okay. So repeat it 22 times. That's where that one stops. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's I may have to shift this whole factory over. Yes, I may have to shift this whole factory over because that's already that, and then we need to add another group on the end, and then on the end here somewhere I was going to add the processing for slag that's going to end up on a train station over here. But if I put another 2 stations in here to extend this at any point, we're going to be stuck. So yeah, let's grab this and move this back. Means moving the conveyor belts. Oh, let's hold on, let me envision something here. So that's 44 in a line. So that's this one. We need to add, let's just go to another 30 because it's a nice round number. So we add another 15 to this. So 32 is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's so if I wanted a gap in between them, because I would want a gap in between them to make sure the belts don't merge, we'll go one more. That gives us a nice gap in between. Half of 38 is 19. So I want to take this back to 19. There. And then what I want to do is not do that. Can we pick up everything? And then move this halfway point. So that's half the factory, and then we're going to double this in length and have the other half of the factory. Can't do this because I don't have the facility to do this. We're missing so much stuff to do this. Oh, that back there, but that's fine because that just tells me where the start is anyway. And then we can figure out all the rest from that. I just need to know where essentially the first 4 go in, which is there. So paste that. And that's where the first 4 go in. And then we can copy paste off all those. Bum, 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 bum. No, get out the water. Get your truck out wet. Yeah. So let's add a 4. No, hang on. Yeah, 4 wide there. That's where the belts are going to come up. And what I'm going to try and do, I don't know if this will work or not, but we'll give it a try. Remove all these belts. You go down there. You do. Well, no. You go down there. That's still under the rail track, it is. And you. Do this. So slope up. So we're going to have. Like that, and then we'll. You go in there. You go in there. And the rest of you will come up and do your thing later. Do. You connect to that one. You connect to that one. The leg bone connects to the knee bone. Okay, right, and then that should be all 4 belts connected at all 4 locations. Awesome. Okay. Oh. So we're going to obviously have to run this much slower to start with. Much slower.
Hello there.
Tag, hello there, good evening. Hope you're having a good day today. You made it. Yay. I'm very glad you did. Very glad you made it as well. Let's go down here now. Oop. Got 3 on that side. So we'll extend this to 3 on this side here. $57 inches. Nice. Very dedicated. And I'm grateful. I am very, very grateful indeed. So, I rounded it up to 44, didn't I? Yeah. I shouldn't need to round that up realistically. It should be the other way around. I should have rounded it down, but we can still round it down, can't we? Go to 42. So halfway through is 21. Do, 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 do. There's 21. That's 42. Okay. I won't pass out 4 hours. Ah, I've been feeling exactly like that, to be honest with you. I feel better now than when I first started the stream. I must admit, I feel a lot better now than when I first started the stream. I was something wasn't right is the best way to describe it. It's not like I felt sick or I have a headache in particular, but something just wasn't right. And it's probably just the heat. The heat is just horrible. So that's the last one. If I take this to that way and then do that there, that is where I want to put in these guys. So get me 4 more crushers, please. Paste. I might grab them and bring them down here. So then those ones expand that way and these ones expand that way. But for now, and we need 28 of these. So that's 14. Ooh. Actually, that's where the last ones will be. Okay. All the conveyor belts need to go in anyway, but yeah. Okay, so what line is now the ore, which one is going to be... I haven't named the stations yet, so it doesn't really matter. We can pick either one, it doesn't matter. If we make the top one, which is that one's the ore. Let me name that now. You are the mineral rock. Okay. So the top one's the ore, which is this belt here. So can I do that? Is it? Oh, just run down here. Too far. No. Paste them there. Okay, so that's mineral rock. These ones do not want to have this in the center of it. These are toggled to be outputs. That one goes through. This one does not. I'm actually going to put all those in just so. No, that one does not go through. No. Okay. And then this one is our gravel, which we have to keep on separate belts because we're using too much of it. And I think I can still put a workstation on here and get not only those two but those as well. So yay! Hopefully. Oop. Oop. That one wants to go through because that one's mineral rock. The lower one, which is the first station, is mineral rock, right? Yes, okay, good. And these go all the way down to here. And we're at conveyor belts. Right, let's take a trip back to the smeltery. Can't help it. Hello, good evening. Science 3. Science 3 I'm setting up for. Oh. Boo. City Hedgehog hasn't finished the train tracks. But we're building concrete right now. The science facility is ready here, but in order for it to work properly, I need the third lane loaders. Yeah. So we'll see this. So the science is done here. So we've got 1 and 2 and 3 science all set up with the guys there, and then the rest of these ones here, the 6 ones here, will be for science 4 and 5, which will go around the back of these stations and along, and we're going to have 15 servers. So 15 servers. So yeah, hopefully it'll work out. Yep, all 5 types need to go to each server. I'll show you in a moment when we go over there. I'll show you. I'll show you and explain it visually because it's much easier for me, for even me to explain. Need to get more conveyor belts soon. Although, considering the smeltery is right next door, I don't know why I bothered catching the train to do that. It's right here. Literally could have just swum over, picked it up by the time of... But the train needed to be there anyway. The train line did need to be there, so... Let me off before you drive away, because you always do. Bye. I need more conveyor belts. I need more conveyor belts. $2,500. Actually, that's 3,000. 3,000. 3,000 is a good number. Also, do we have any? Do I need? No, we're good for that. I want to grab these guys. Yeah. I need to make loads of crushers, but I'll make them as we go. Right, let me go over to science. It'd be easier to just travel over there rather than convince the train to actually go anywhere. In the meantime, we can tell the train to go there, and it might be there ready by the time we get there. Just because for some bizarre reason, if you only have a single station, first time round the trains miss the station and drive off. You have to come back again. Oh wow, you've eaten through that. Hi train. You've eaten through that. Oh, look at that. There's not much left. There's plenty of techum left, but wow. Oof. Yeah. It's not that, it's that I am a visual learner. I learn a lot better seeing someone do something, or physically seeing a model of something. If someone tries to explain to me on a map where something is, like with words, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I can't figure it out. But if you show me a map and go, you turn left, you turn right, but I'm like, yeah, and exactly, it'll work because I've got a visual thing. That's how my brain works. So yeah. So here's the science. Here's the science. So we have the Xeno Power plates and the techum rods coming in. We have this little thing here, which is making the building blocks, which are going down to there, and they're also being tapped off here. So this is our supply of building blocks. This is making the machine parts, and this is making the conveyor belts. So the machine parts go down, and these 10 are making Science Pack Mark 1s, and these are taking the bits and pieces making Science Pack Mark 2s. And then here we have the Science Pack Mark 3s, which have 2 stations, which will be advanced machine parts and concrete. And the thermalite bars, because we only need bars for this, not sheets, are dropped off there and shipped in by the belt. They come out, will come along here to this side, but I need the 3rd lane loader in order to load that from these. So I'm trying to manually make some concrete so that I can do that. I can then make it, get the 3rd lane loader, put that in, everything could be good and wonderful. We'll then have another 3 stations here with probably about here somewhere, the assemblers making the Mark 4s, and then probably here-ish somewhere we make the Mark 5s. They will come along to the end, and they will come down, go that way, and then go back along the back side of the servers, and be fed in from the back of the servers. So they can do a bit of a loop around, and then all five get put into the servers. So yeah, and then we'll have 15 servers sat right here. I'm kind of hoping I can get 15 servers in, and then wherever we put the science, it can just come down and gets in. Yeah. Oh no, that was concrete. I was making concrete. We were doing concrete. So you crushers. It was crushers you was looking at. Sorry. Yeah. So yeah. So this is the time. So that's how that's going to work. Which should be fine. Should be fine. These are all backed up and full up with the science packs already, so that's fine. And it'll all be even. They're all making. I figured out we don't need 11 stations. We can get down to 10 if I made the machine parts on site. So that's what I did. I made the machine parts on site, so we don't need to deliver machine parts. We can just make them from the xenoferrite. So, boom. But I'm going to make 20 science packs of each type, and then put 15 research servers in. And 15 research servers want 19.95 a minute, and we're going to make 20 a minute, so that's fine. Maybe later we'll come and put bots in here, so we can then increase the amount of science we get, so we can add more servers into this. So instead of 15 servers, we could go up to, well, we could technically get 20% more. So instead of 15, we could go to 20 servers, and we get free science, maybe. Yeah, but that's the plan. That's the plan. That's the plan. I'm really liking this grid. I'm really liking this grid approach to playing the game. You could do this just up in the sky on a normal map. If you wanted to build it up in the sky, you could do it on the ground in a normal map. You just have to be flattening a lot of terrain. I don't know how well it's going to work. I don't know if the trains are all going to get completely muddled up and broken in places, but I'm liking it so far. So. Right, okay. Yeah, but what I need to do right now is that this one has got the advanced machinery parts and the thermalite bars to have the concrete. So I'm trying to make some concrete to dump into here to get the green science packs. I want 75 green science packs to get the loader Mach Phone 3. And then I'm not going to do any more green science. We're going to stop and finish up everything from Mach 2 science. And then once we built all the robots and other bits and pieces that we can do with Mach 2, and we built every one of the grid positions, we can then go and do upgrade to Mach 3. And I don't want to just keep the science going and end up having a million things to build and not sure where I'm building to, because I'm already jumping from project to project to project. I don't want to lose myself in doing it. Okay, would you please go to concrete instead? Go. Choo-choo. Train lines do seem to be working well, because the trains travel at speed all the time. They don't seem to ever really have to slow down. But you're now slowing down because you're approaching. Oh no, you're not. You're traveling at full speed. Yeah, I was surprised by how much Xeno Power. This is actually feeding off those first, and then off the trains dropping off second. Oh, get off, get off, get off, get off, get off, get off. No. Oh, and apparently we have a train that's arrived here to feed xenoferrite in already. So that's awkward, because you're needed elsewhere. I didn't build a train for you yet. Let's do that now. Hold on. Copy. Wasn't expecting that. Is that because this is technically... No, it can't be. That pickup, this can't be closer than that. Why is there a train at the Xeno Power ore drop off? Oh, because at every drop off we put a train in, so there would be. Yes, every drop off gets a train. That's how we're figuring them out. Go. Actually, no, copy paste doesn't do the thing, does it? Ferrite ore trains, yes. Ore pickup is train limit is reached. That's okay. Yeah. So every time we make a drop off, I should be putting a train in. It's not the pickups that get the trains, it's the drop offs. Okay. Yeah. So 4 days? No, more than that. More than that. So you my friend's going to be, yeah, but this I mean the title says stream 7, so I've been at this for 7 days. So so you want to have the advanced machine parts pick up. Whoa. No, hang on. This is not advanced machine parts. No, this is not advanced machine parts. This is mineral rock drop off. So mineral rock pick up. Mineral rock drop off. Wait till full. Wait till empty. Apply, save as mineral rock trains. Okay, you can't go anywhere because there's no stations with mineral rock available. Doesn't matter, that's fine. He's went, yay! Cool. So now our train is occupying this. Yes, I think he's occupying this. No, it says idle. That's kind of annoying because that means if a train comes by, it's going to stop here to wait for the station to go. I thought you would. You would do that. Not that it matters at the moment, but right. Stop. So you go here. And then nope, the station's still idle. Okay. Okay, so even if I put a train here, it still considers it idle. Train's going by again. Cool. Right. Okay. Okay, so you do that. Bum, 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 bum. No power here at the moment. We'll fix that in a moment. That's fine. It's a dead end for you and a dead end for you. We have a track in the center. This actual track in the center goes right up to the other end. So like there somewhere. That's the cement track. So that will have, oh, yeah, this will be the cement. This will be the gravel. You crush the ore, put it out to here, go along. Like that. Beautiful, beautiful. I've realised the gravel stops there. Let me put in a stop there and there. So this is one. So we're going to have another one over there as well. So they both want to go into a box here somewhere. which is going to be for... Yeah, we're going to have a box here. I don't ever need cement, so I'll make it a smaller box. But we'll put a box here. We'll use logic to... We'll import from this side and this side. Which is really awkward because that means this has to go up and over a track. But that's fine, that's doable. So if we have 2 gaps in between them, we have another conveyor belt here. That would be the stop. That will be the gravel. Wow. Wow. Okay, so there's only going to be a 4 gap in between them. So the gravel's going to have to go up and over the box here. So that's going to unload the gravel. Then we have up. Do that. There'll be a box in here. I've got to use these ones because I don't have the full size ones, but that's okay. This will work just as well. I think. Put that in, let's say there. Not the masses where it goes, but we'll put it in there. You will feed into that side. There'll be one here that feeds into this side. Fact. No, what I'll do... I'll run you like this, and then we'll run another one in from that side, like this. The box will sit there with its 2 inputs on this side, because I want to keep the inputs together because I want to have logic turn them off when the box is half full. Okay. The box is actually that big, so that means I need to unload from the box as well, don't forget. That's okay, so we'll do this. So we can have 4 lines unloading from the box. Then we have to do a bit of jumpy, hickory, prockery, specialty stuff. Actually, let's not do this. So I'll do this. This is sound logic. This is fine. But I'll leave a gap like that. Would mean I want this one to come down here like this. So we're going to have a line come in here like that. You do that. You'll have another line that comes down there, and that'll swap that. Which means that the those are copied over to this side here. So we leave a bigger gap in the middle for the box so that they can unload the cement into the box, which is fine. They jump over, and then what I can do is, because I need 4 outputs. This, and then whatever's on that side comes along and does that. So we've got 4 outputs. So I've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then these are going to all 180 around that way to go up there. We can then have on this end, we'll have a station there where the slag unloads. It can go along to a little bit of a factory on the end here, because this space at the end here isn't going to be used. We can do the little bit on here which converts that into cement. That will feed up, along, and into this box here via one lead in the center here. This box will be bigger, hence why I put the larger ones in there. So, but it will feed the box, and then after it's fed the box, it will have another path where it can go up to, I don't know, in there somewhere, have a ship which takes it to the station in order to sell. That's our failsafe. So if the slag from the veins or the blast furnaces gets turned into cement and the cement has backed up because we're not using enough concrete, because it will get priority from the cement here, it then at a last resort gets sold rather than just incinerated. We could also have an incinerator as well, just to make 100% sure it doesn't do anything bizarre. So that is an option. Yeah, but that's that. Okay, so I now need to figure out where you guys are going to go. So there's you need copying that way and you need copying this way. I can't copy both of you at the same time. It's not going to work. All I know is that I need 2. Bum, 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 bum. Copy you guys over to here, like that. So, move. Your output belts need to be lined up with that one. Paste. Okay, I'm not actually going to do anything of those, but the conveyor belts are in the places I want them to be in. Bum, 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 bum. Oh dear. I'm running out of foundation. Okay. So yeah, so that's the belt that connects to that one, and it's the inside belt. Yeah, the inside belt. We'll go to there for that one. And I've realised this is wrong. You'll output there. Yeah. Technically you'll output from there. You do that. Right. Okay. So another line comes down and stops there. That's the edge of that. I want to have a space in between. I don't know how many. How many space did we put in between these? Was it 2, 3, 4? Wait, what? You're wrong. mirroring this. You go there. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Which means you're in the wrong place. You want to come over by one. This way. Do. You're that one, which means the inside line is the one that stops, right? No, the outside line is the one that stops. The inside line is the one that connects to that one. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's better. That's better. Okay. Right. We left a 4 gap in between. I'm going to do the same here. I can't do that. I don't have enough. Don't have enough foundation. Yep, I'm inside the range. Yes, I am. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, you do that there. That's fine. So we leave a 4 gap. And then I need to figure out casting machines. So the casting machines, in order to make need 2 inputs and an output. Now the output is a full belt. So the inputs are half a belt and then almost a full belt. So I can share a concrete line. Cement line, sorry. I could do this. So we'll have you. Obviously, this guy's going to be in here. Okay. We have the input here from the factory. There's what else doing there. You very, very happily could turn this way. Like this. One, 2, 3, 4. So I'll put a belt there, which goes that way. The casting machine itself will fit in there like that. I don't know what orientation it needs at the moment because I don't know where the input's going to be for the water, but that's just a case of flipping it around. That doesn't make any difference at all. So you would then go there. You would go there. You would go there. Then we're going to go with large, small, then over here, small, large. Bloop, and bloop. Like that. Okay. The pipe can come down the centre as well. I don't know how much water we need. Nothing. So we can double the water up as well, so that's fine. Double the water up, and then you output on this side, like that. That becomes one row of concrete, and then that becomes one row of concrete, and then there'll be another row of concrete next to that, and then that when these flip round and go up to the other ones. So oh, all we need to do is leave space when these come out and go along, so that we can get a line in here, just even one line in here to this guy, so it's filling up. So it comes down, in, inputs the box first, then after the box it goes out to there. So we might do a sweep inside there, which means I'd need to have a like an input there. We'd have to have a up there and a down there. Nope. I know full well we don't need to, but it looks better. It looks so much better if we do that. Maybe we could even have two separate boxes here. That would be very awkward to have two separate boxes. We won't do two separate boxes, but we potentially could do two separate boxes. Like that. With inputs on this side like that, and then you could control that input and you could control that input, and then you fill this box first and that box afterwards, which is not what I want to do realistically. I'd much rather fill one box in one go, so that should become one box, but that's representing a box, so we're all good. We're all good. Okay, then you would come along this way, as would you and you. There, actually no, I'll leave a gap between them. Just to make life easier. No, what I might do here actually. For no other reason then I'm thinking that this belt goes to there, and those ones come to this side. Only because it would then mean that the goods have the same distance to travel. They don't, they have further travel, but this one this way doesn't just do a 180 and goes back again, and that one does this massive circle around. So now this one goes all the way over to that end, and this one comes in this side. Okay, and then we do one more on that side for the go there, and in there. There we go. Then all I need to do is put 64 of those in all the way along. Zip, zip, zip. Not that we're doing 64 right now. Not even remotely doing 64 right now. I need to power this as well. Where could we power this from? I'm thinking over here, because I'm going to put a little factory over here. I'm wondering if I could... maybe tap off of there and put in a bit of flooring in the centre. Where is the centre? It should be 192, I think. Or I think 192 would be the centre. It 192 and 193, not 192 and 191. Sense. Oh, let's go down. Okay. Oh dear. Oh, wow. It's 2:30. Okay. Makes sense. The yawning isn't just the normal yawning. So you, I would like to run a power line out to there. And then we're going to grab a power converter. Doopy doopy doop. Oh, look at that. Look at that. The science server's reset. I don't even remember deleting and redoing anything. I might have removed the power cable and put the power cable back in. So yeah, this is concrete. Oh dear. Right, yep. We need to call this quit soon. So let's put this to concrete. Put that to concrete. Let's see here, where's your water? Your water input is that side. Of course it would be. So that means I want you to be there. Oh, there you go. And I want you to be there. And I want a piping system. Don't need the one on the end, but I'm going to copy paste these, so yep. Right. So let's come down here and there's that. No copy. So this wants to be repeated 64 times. Oh dear. Oh dear. That goes way, way further than I thought. I don't know how I'm going to get the robot workstations into this. But they're probably going to have to sit here and cover a few. There'll be one on that side, cover that side, so we'd have many robots down there, which is fine, but that goes off to like here somewhere, which is a surprise. A surprise. I mean, it fits. We could do a second floor, but it fits anyway. I mean, it's not like it's poking out onto the rail over there. So it fits. We just run the belts at the end down and back in again. And we know it's this wide. So yeah. So that's the factory, the concrete factory. Wonder whether I should move it this way a bit, but then I want to save space on the end here because we're going to have the slag processing over here. So yeah, so that's the factory. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4 concrete, which can turn around to there and then fit a train because we could have the parking. That goes along there. Into the train station can be right on the end. It can sit right on the end over there. So yeah. Although before we do that, no, that's too wide. I wonder if I could make a second one of it, but it's too wide. So if we need more concrete, we're going to have to use a second tile. A second tile. Oh yeah, absolutely going to need a bigger a better transformer. I'm tired. I can feel my eyes doing the whole you want to close them as you're talking. That's not going to work very well. So right, scratchy scratch. Let's not worry about that because I can't copy paste that anyway, so ignore that. Let's put in, if I can, a liquid intake. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's exactly right. Yeah, there's the water. Let's assign these guys. So you want to be doing gravel. And you guys want to be doing cement. So all we need is mineral rock, which so far I've found one there. So from the science, we're going to have to run a train up, pick up the mineral rock, put the train back in the system, let it come down here, drop the mineral rock off, and yeah, we found one so far. Okay. Okay, but we're not doing that tonight. Nope. Nope. Instead, it is time to sleep. Yep, it's time to sleep. Oh yeah, we can't fit through there because the pipe's too big. Yeah, okay, before I fall asleep at the keyboard. Dream 7! There you go. We're up to 25 hours, yay! We're getting there. Okay. Okay, yep. So, science is in, just needs a little bit of work in. Concrete is in, just needs mineral rock. So tomorrow, we shall mine mineral rock, we shall create the science, we shall get the third load, third lane loaders, yeah, and loader tier 3, and then we can robots. We can start making robots and selling them. So tomorrow, mineral rock and robots. Okay, let me go and see if there's anybody in the world we can send you lovely people over to. Is there anybody who is... there's nobody dual streaming. That's annoying. We might have to split the party. No, we could... Oh, nope. Azure is playing Fields of Mistra. Fields of Mistra. We shall send you over to her. So go say hello and share the love. There we go. Okay. We're rating on YouTube and Twitch because she multi-streamed, which is awesome. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again in the next one. We'll be back tomorrow with mineral rock and robots. And so as always, have fun.